We check at your AC to know when it is due for servicing. We have to check the capacitor, the compressor, and the fan if they are all working well.
This one is pretty obvious. The fan inside is running. The compressor usually will be running until it overheats. But the condenser fan motor on top of the unit, that will not be running. Oftentimes, if you turn your AC on and it runs for a couple of minutes without the fan running, if you go outside, you might even see some smoke or steam coming up from your unit. It is possible though that the fan motor is good and it's simply the capacitor that is dead, and that's why that fan motor is not coming on. So before you condemn a fan motor, make sure you check the capacitor. And if you know why an air conditioner stops working right is because it is low on refrigerant. Unfortunately, this problem is a little harder to deal with, and most likely you will need a technician to come out to get that fixed. And the most common symptoms of a unit being low on refrigerant is when everything is running, the fan inside is running, everything outside is running, the fan and the compressor, yet the house is not cooling off. Or maybe it is cooling off, but it just never reaches the set point. If you have your thermostat set to, let's say, 75, it never gets there. It just hovers around 78 and it struggles to go down. That could be a sign that your unit is low on refrigerant. But before you jump to that conclusion, one thing I would try doing is washing down the condenser unit. It might be dirty. Problem number 1. This is by far the most common AC problem there is. In fact, I even have a video called The Most Common AC Problem, and that's what it's about. Problem number 1 is a bad capacitor. The symptoms of a bad capacitor are usually pretty easy to spot. What will happen is the fan inside the house is going to be running, but it's going to be blowing hot air, or basically room temperature air, and the unit outside will not be running at all. And if you stand by it when you turn your AC on, every 30 seconds or so, you might hear a buzz, like the air conditioner is trying to start, but it fails to start. If you see something like that, that is almost for sure a bad capacitor. Another one, which is a little bit more tricky, is when the fan inside is working and even the fan outside is working, but the compressor is not working. So when the fan runs and the compressor runs, they make a little bit of a different noise. The fan, it just sounds like a car window open, just air blowing. But the compressor, it makes more of a rumbling sound. So usually you should be able to hear the difference if it's just the fan on or if they're both on, the compressor and the fan. So oftentimes what happens is a customer will tell me, hey, everything is working great, but the house is not getting cooled off. And when I get there, yeah, the two fans are working, but the compressor is not because the capacitor is dead.
This is the reason why General Home Service Pro will check on your AC to know if it is due for servicing. After the AC has worked for a very long time. Hence, servicing it is the best way of maintaining the AC. We need to service your AC from time to time so that the AC can have a long lifespan. We in Home Service Pro can always serve you better when it comes to service after sales. This is a guarantee that your AC is in good working condition after servicing it. You can relax and enjoy your cooling air condition now.